Hey guys, it's Mahel here, and today's video is going to be a bit of a different one because I am in fact leaving Nottingham. Yeah, so over the weekend the national lockdown restrictions were basically put in place, and it gave a few days for people to basically decide what they're going to do. I don't know why the government does this. They always announce something but say, oh, it's not going to kick in till next week, for example. But it's given me the opportunity to actually leave Nottingham and go back to Dartford while I can, as the university guidance that's been given out by the Department of Education says that from the 5th of November you mustn't travel between your term time address and your home time address. Me being me, of course, it's the 4th of November. I've got a train booked for Dartford. Got to go to London St Pancras first, and then from London St Pancras to Dartford. It's about a 3-hour journey. It's a bit minor, but at the same time I have to be wearing a mask the whole journey, so that might be a bit painful. But the point is that I thought, you know what, there's just no need for me to be in Nottingham. The PC setup that I have here, I have a better one at home. If you've seen my videos for a while now, then you'll know that I've got my triple monitor set up and a brand new PC waiting for me at home, whereas here I've just got my old PC and one monitor. So you can imagine, when I was thinking about it, it's like, oh, so gyms are closing, can't meet with anyone. I'm kind of limited here in terms of what I can do compared to at home. I'm having to buy food, and that's way too much money, to be honest. I didn't even know how to put that. I thought, really? There is no need for me to be in Nottingham. So that's why I have booked a train for 2:45 PM. The time right now is 11:58. I quickly need to do some laundry, which will take about 1.5 hours, I believe. So you can see right here, I've got like my gown, and basically there's just underwear underneath here. And once I have done that, basically I'll be ready to go, but I just need to pack a bag as well. Most of my stuff, I just need to pack basically this, because this is also like underwear and stuff that I put in the wash about last week as well. There was just some stuff between last week and this week that I need to put in wash now before I leave. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'm going to show you myself packing, what I've packed as well to take home, and then we're going to make a journey, the train journey from Nottingham to London to Dartford. Right, so the time is currently 1:28. I've got just over an hour until my train, and you can see that I have made myself some lunch. This is just literally 2 fish fillets, cod fillets I believe they are, and they are battered, yeah, battered cod fillets, 2 of them in the oven for 24 minutes, and that is literally lunch. You can see it's not exactly the healthiest lunch, nor is it the most nutritious lunch, but I just needed to have something to get me by for the train, so that when I go home I can have a proper home cooked meal, which I look forward to. That's why I'm literally just having something to get me by through that train journey, as it is 3 hours. I don't get to Dartford until 6. I know, a whole day of travelling basically, but just thought I'd have something so that I can get by through that train journey, so that when I get home have a proper home cooked dinner, and so that I wouldn't be full and not want to have that dinner. Because trust me, it's been way too long since I've had home cooked meal, which I'd say probably about 1.5 months. So you can imagine, I'm excited to go home. Just need to quickly have this, get my laundry out from the dryer, and then pack those things from the laundry into my suitcase, as I have packed everything else, and then I'll basically be ready and just waiting until it's time to call an Uber to the station. Okay, so it's now 2:20, which means there's 25 minutes until my train, and I still need to collect the ticket from the ticket machine. So I'm going to get an Uber now over to the station, but just before I do, I have packed everything that I do need for next month, or potentially 2 months. After all, national lockdown does end at the beginning of December, when people would be starting to looking to go home anyways for the Christmas holiday. So it could be that I'm at home for 2 months, who knows. Might just make a spontaneous 1-week trip at the start of December, might not. So I've packed everything that I need for the next month, or potentially 2, and you can see right here. So this is like a food bag, so when I come back up I can bring some food with me. Got a protein shake, gym t-shirt, anything that's not really important I can just scrunch up, like a gym t-shirt, It's not the best folded, but it's fine. Creatine, Xbox controller so I can play FIFA when I'm at home and new Call of Duty. Creatine, my Alexa, so my Echo Dot. I'd never go anywhere without this. So important, even though I'm going home for a month or maybe 2, this has to come with me. And then obviously here, I've got my backpack as well. I just need to make my bed because as you can see, I haven't made my bed. And then once I've made my bed, I can call an Uber and head over to the station. I've not taken a train in a while now, to be honest, especially not back to Dartford. So this is going to be interesting, and especially considering I have to wear this for the whole journey. So let's just hope there's aircon, otherwise it might be a bit difficult to breathe on the train. But taking a look at the desk as well, you can see it's all tidied up. There is no Echo Dot like there usually is there. Got my monitor back here instead of facing the bed, and got the keyboard here. Got my mouse mat and mouse here, and it's just basically quite a clean desk, because anything that I do need, I've taken it with me. Anything I don't, I've put away so that it's safely secure, because I don't know if any maintenance staff or anything like that will be coming in whilst I'm in Dartford, but just in case, thought I'd leave the room looking a bit tidy at least. But now it is time to finally leave Nottingham after 1.5 months here and head back home. This has probably been the most pointless time in Nottingham, because everything I've done so far could have been done from home, but it is what it is, and I will see you at the station.
I still remember how it used to be, holding hands, running wild and free. Crossed our hearts, said we never let go. I still think about our younger days, how we dreamed about a better life, holding you so close to me in the backseat of your ride. We fell apart.
Right guys, so I'm now at London, St Pancras, waiting for my connecting train to Dartford. That is in half an hour time, so I've still got some time to kill. I'm by the famous sign that says, I want my time with you. If you've ever been to London, St Pancras, you'll recognise this sign. Or even if you've gone to Instagram, you'll recognise it. So like obviously down there you have the train from Nottingham, and then on this end you have the I want my time with you. And we're just going to try and zoom in for you guys so you can see it. It's quite a nice neon sign, almost very Instagrammable, like the kind of sign you'd find in a bar or cocktail bar, like cafe, etc. So I believe because weddings are banned tomorrow, someone might have just got married in London St Pancras, because right in front of me there is a bride and a groom taking photos. They were taking it at that sign before, and now you can see they're walking. You can see bride right there, and I don't know what's going on. I don't know why they're taking photos in a train station, but fair enough. You know, if weddings are being banned tomorrow, just get it done with. If you want to spend the rest of your life together, you don't need a fancy wedding, just get it done with. So I respect that. But like I said, I think you'll wait about now 25 minutes from the next train, and it will finally be home.
Just lost in our memories, and I sure hope you do remember me like I remember.
Okay, so I'm now finally back home in Dartford, settled down. The time is currently 7 PM. I actually got to Dartford at 6, so an hour ago. I was just unpacking several things, such as, for example, right here, you can see that is actually my Amazon Echo Dot, which I've set up again, got a clock on it, and I honestly can't stress enough how useful that is if you're a student, that device. I might even make a whole like separate video on just the Echo Dot to show how good it is if you're a student at university especially. But I've got that set up. I've got FIFA 21 set up as well. Literally, I bought the Xbox controller from uni, so this is my Xbox One controller, whereas before I was using an Xbox 360 controller. So now I've upgraded from this to this. So for the next month or 2, So these are probably questions you're thinking about. Why have you gone home? How long are you gonna go home for? And also, like, what's your plans in terms of both university and YouTube? And I just thought I'd take a few minutes at the end of this video to just quickly talk about all those things. So number one, how long am I at home for? The answer is a minimum of 1 month. The lockdown does end on the 2nd of December, and currently it's the 4th of November. Obviously lockdown starts tomorrow on the 5th of November. So I'm going to be staying home for at least a month. The reason I say at least a month and not a month is because when you think about it, in December, term's basically over anyways. And if everything is online and things are, like, places are closed, there's not really, it doesn't really make sense to basically go up to Nottingham for, like, for example, a week, spend loads of money there on food, train and all that, and then be like, yeah, I'm going home again for another month. So I'm just trying to think about that, thinking whether I actually need to go back to Nottingham or not. And if I don't, then looks like the next 2 months, yes, 2 months, that's basically a summer holiday. The next 2 months will be spent at home, which means I'm in familiar surroundings, none of this cramped room in uni. Like, fair enough, I don't have my studio lights with me, which is a bit of a flop because I literally only bought them last week and it turns out I'm going home without them. But point is, I've got my actual setup here. This is my primary setup and where I feel I'm the most productive. After all, this was the very same setup that I used for my A-level exams, and you all know how that went. Went from grades of DEU in my year 12 mocks to final grades of ABB, purely from just sitting at this desk and working. And so next thing you might be wondering, obviously, is university. How are you going to do university, Mahel? Well, this is the great thing about this setup. Whereas at university I didn't have a webcam, which would mean that, for example, for seminars I'd have to use a laptop because that has a webcam in it, which was kind of inconvenient. Here I do have a webcam right in front of me on top of the monitor. In fact, I have 3 monitors in front of me. So if you're brand new to the channel, you won't know that I actually have a gaming setup at home. So right now, I've actually been looking at the election results. Looks like Biden might win, but I think Trump might actually win. It looks like these areas where it's light red, if Trump wins all of those, I'm pretty sure he wins the election. And you can see there's less room for Biden because he's only got Nevada. Yeah, Nevada. For some reason I was thinking New Nevada. I guess I'm getting New Orleans and Nevada confused. You can see Biden's only got Nevada and Miami in light blue. So there's a lot more potential for Trump than there is Biden. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I've been just looking at that. But that's on one monitor. Here I have FIFA 21 already set up. Of course I had to get that done. I can't be going bored for the next month or 2. And then here's just have another monitor with nothing on it, but usually it would have Spotify on that screen. And then obviously when I do study, what I can do is, for example, on one monitor I can have Microsoft Teams, on another I can have a Word document so I can type up any notes I need to, and then on the other I can use that for whatever, whether it be Spotify, Google Chrome, open up a PowerPoint from a previous lecture, etc. So it's just really convenient to have this right in front of me because I didn't have this at university. All I had was the one monitor and my laptop. So technically 2, but still not an ideal situation, especially in comparison to this. Not to mention I do have my brand new PC that I built just before I went to university. So here it is, fully working now. Before, when I did originally set up, these lights weren't working. Managed to figure out how to do that, and you can see from the side panel that is what it looks like. I am literally reaching my arm out, so I'm not sure if you can see, but pretty nice on the inside. And I've not really been able to use it because literally right after building it I went to university. So when it comes to university, it's actually better being at home than it is being at university. But this is where it becomes a bit tricky with YouTube. In some ways it's better to be at home because obviously I've got all this technology in front of me. But in other ways I can't be as loud, for example, because obviously family and stuff, which is why I'm talking like this, whereas usually I'd be talking more shouty way. And secondly, the lighting sometimes won't be ideal. For example, now because it's dark outside and I do have a bright white light in the ceiling, everything looks all right. But let's say it's daytime, lighting's not really ideal, so I kind of have to wait till night, which obviously isn't ideal either. But nevertheless, we move. Don't you worry, the content is still coming. I have big plans, by the way. I am working with someone from the mainstream media, so that will be coming out in the next couple of weeks, what I'm doing for them. So I'll keep you guys updated on that. So do keep an eye out on my channel and on my social media. All the links are in the description below. Make sure you follow me on both so you do not miss out when I do post that mainstream media piece, let's say, because I'm collaborating with a big corporation, to say the least. I can't say any more than that, but just know that big things are coming. I will be uploading still, and I hope to upload some sit down videos, which is kind of it's better being at home for sit down videos, to be honest, even though I don't have the ring light, as well as basically uni from home vlogs. So I'll still be doing the uni vlogs, dinner life, etc. It will just be from home now, and I had to come home today because if I waited till tomorrow, the guidelines would have kicked in, meaning I wouldn't have been able to come home, as the university's minister, Michelle Donnellan, has said that students shouldn't travel between their term time and home time address once the national lockdown is in, which is why I thought, you know what, just get a train the next day before, everything's fine. And so here I am. But I've just thought I would explain those things at the end of this video, because on the way home I did get a few questions as to why I'm going back, because some people actually prefer to stay at uni. I have no idea why. Really don't know why you would want to stay at uni during a lockdown. The 2-week isolation for COVID, when one of my flatmates tested positive, was painful enough, so I can't imagine a whole month basically of not being able to leave unless it's for groceries, because basically that's going to be the only thing that's open. But yeah, guys and girls, this is going to be the end of the video. I just wanted to basically use the video as an update to show you that, one, I am going home, but two, talk to you a bit about my plans for the future, at least for the next month or two. I do have some things coming on the way that are being delivered tomorrow, so I'm going to show that as well. And what I have delivered, what I am getting delivered, is also going to be a foundation, let's say, for content. It's going to be bringing new content that you've not seen before, or only seen a little bit of so far. So you could probably guess what it is, but keep your eyes out for that, as trust me, like I said, even though I am at home, I do have plans for my YouTube channel. We are doing this year strong, academically, physically, mentally, YouTubely. That's not even a word, but yeah, you get what I mean. Point is, we are doing it strong, and we will not go down without a fight. But that is going to be it for the video, guys and girls. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, then make sure to leave a like, comment below and subscribe, and click the bell to turn all post notifications on so you don't miss out on a single video as soon as it goes live. Make sure to follow me on my social media handles. That's at Mahel Khan on Instagram, Snapchat and TikTok, at MahelX on Twitter, and official Mahel Khan on Facebook. Especially follow me on Instagram and Twitter, as they are where I'm most active publicly. And also you are able to tweet at me on MahelX, and I will respond to you. And just comment below as well in the comments what other videos you'd like to see from me now that I am at home. Don't worry, there are videos such as my referencing guide, master's application video, and others coming. But if you have any other ideas, I did see some great ideas in the previous video, then make sure to comment it in the comments below, and I will definitely consider those. That has been it for the video, guys. I've been Mahel, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.